Hello, good morning, whenever you're watching this. Welcome back to the vlog and happy fall. I'm really excited on this gloomy, windy, supposed to be rainy fall day because today we're going book shopping. Yet again, I feel like I do this all the time, but we're back. This is the fall version. Fall and spooky season to me just means thrillers, mystery. I'm not really into fantasy, but I guess now would be the time. Even a little dark academia, just like the dark fall vibes. I actually don't even know what dark academia is. Maybe I should. Dark academia is a subculture and aesthetic that's centered around the idealized version of higher education, the arts, and literature. What? It's characterized by a gothic edge in traditional academic clothing and decor and often includes themes of escapism, death, and literary tragedy. Higher education, the arts, literature, and classic architecture. I'm confused. So like, what is an example of dark academia? Because people just throw that around. Is Harry Potter dark academia? One of the most well-known portrayals of dark academia. So Harry Potter is, so I still don't think I get it. So maybe I shouldn't just be throwing it around either. Anyway, in terms of thrillers and mysteries and things like that, the only thing I've read in my adult years that I can think of is Verity. And I feel like that doesn't really count. Even though I really loved Verity, 5 stars, I recommend it to people all the time. But other than that, I have not done many thrillers or mysteries. And then like I said, I'm not really into fantasy, but I might be dipping my toe. We shall see. I also have not forgotten about Magnolia Parks. I will be finishing the last 3, or the most recent 3 books, Long Way Home, Great Undoing, and Into the Dark. I just needed a little break because I don't want to finish and then be sad. So those are still in the fall TBR, but we're not talking about that right now. I also just got my Kindle a couple days ago. Today's Saturday. I got it on Monday. I finished The Housemaid by Frida McFadden last night, and I started Never Lie by Frida McFadden, and I'm like 25% in already, so hoping to finish this like today and tomorrow and start whatever I purchase today. I love the Kindle, side note. Reading so fast, it's great. I just love whipping it around. I bring it with me everywhere. It fits in all my bags. She's great. I usually would start a book shopping vlog with recommendations of things that I've already read in this category of fall, thriller, mystery, fantasy, dark academia, question mark. Except I don't have any besides Verity, and obviously Housemaid, Never Lied, jail. I have nothing to share, so let's just get into it, I guess. Okay, obviously the first stop is gonna be some type of fall coffee, but I can't decide what I want. I can't decide if I want iced or hot, and that makes a difference on if I go to Dunkin' or Starbucks. So we have to see. Thank you. So I don't know exactly what I'm gonna get, but I do have a list of things like to consider. So we'll see. Okay, we made it to the mystery thriller section, and I'm overwhelmed. There's a lot to look at. I've heard a bit about Dark Matter, and it also is buy one, get one 50% off. Something that was really on my list was Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney, and again, it's got the 50% off sticker, so that's exciting. I know my sister read A Flicker in the Dark and really liked it, so maybe I'll have to add that. I've also heard about this, The Only One Left by Riley Sager. I thought it was newer. It says 2023, but I wasn't expecting paperback, so might be taking this home. Barnes like pick of the month is this disclaimer by Renee Knight, and it sounds kind of crazy. It's like this documentary filmmaker doesn't know that this mystery book that she got sent is actually like a story about her. It sounds kind of crazy, but it's like brand new, I think. They have all of Frida McFadden right here, and I'm tempted just to see like what the pages look like in the book, because I'm still convinced that the Kindle isn't exact to the book. It's definitely not. I'm so confused how the Kindle pages work. I don't think I'll ever understand the math. I don't think I'm gonna continue the Housemaid series. I just don't really think I need to. I did enjoy it though. I also feel like I wouldn't buy these to have, because it's not like I would reread them, because they're like just a one-time thing, I think. I actually just borrowed this from Libby, so hoping to read it soon. I feel like this is a classic thriller. I think my mom read it and liked it, but my sister started it and said it was boring. So I don't know. I'm actually dying to read this one, but I'm waiting for it to come out in paperback. When I say dipping my toe into fantasy, I mean dipping, okay? You know, black people. Been flying through this book. I'm reading Never Lie by Frida McFadden, and I think I'm at like 79%, so I'm definitely gonna finish this today. I'm reading so fast on the Kindle. If you didn't know, I'm obsessed with my Kindle. I love it. And you know what's interesting is I can't tell if it's the Kindle that's making me read fast or just the quick, fast-paced thrillers that I'm reading, but either way, loving these. Yes, I'm in the same outfit as yesterday. Not the same pants, but the same hoodie, but it's the next day. But let's do a little book haul. I'm actually very proud of myself for how I did on this book haul. I didn't do anything crazy. I mean, I just got a Kindle. Like, I gotta chill, you know? All my receipts. This is a beautiful stack. I got 4 books. Where should we start? This is not a thriller, but I got My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. I actually love this cover. It's really pretty. I don't know much about it, but I know it's like dark. My Dark Vanessa. I think it's about, well, it says, the little blurb at the top says, exploring the psychological dynamics of the relationship between a precocious yet naive teenage girl and her magnetic and manipulative teacher, a brilliant, all-consuming read that marks the explosive debut of an extraordinary new writer. Okay, that's cool. I didn't know this was her first book. It's not new though. 2022. Okay, it's not a thriller, it's not fantasy, but it's just giving dark vibes, and I've been wanting this for a while, so I'm excited to read that. I did get this Silent Patient, but you guys, you see that? I left Barnes and forgot to get this. Silly me. But then I looked it up at Target and it was only $10, I think. Wait, is that even true? Oh, that's a lie. It was $14.39. But at Barnes it was $17.99, so I saved like $3. But now I want to like get this. Oh, Easy. But yes, I got The Silent Patient. Again, I don't know much about this. I don't like to read the summaries, so sorry if that's annoying. You'll maybe have to look at it yourself. It's something about, I just kind of read. This girl, I guess she kills her husband, and she is a patient of a psychotherapist I just saw, and we're just learning about her through the therapist, I think. But I'm excited about this. I mean, this is a classic. It says over 3 million copies sold worldwide. I'm sure you've seen it before. The thing about this though is that I think I was put onto this recently, like decided to put it on my TBR when I was listening to a podcast or something, and somebody said it's like their favorite thriller ever. And so then I asked my mom and my sister because I know I had seen it before. I was like, who read this? My mom said she read it or listened to it and she really liked it. My sister started it like 2 weeks ago and she gave up. She said it was so boring. So we'll have to see, but I think I'm gonna start this soon. Another thriller I got, When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole. This I've heard about before, and I heard that it's giving like Get Out vibes. She is a Black author. Yeah, I think it's about gentrification and it's giving Get Out. Oh, it literally says Rear Window meets Get Out in this gripping thriller from a critically acclaimed and New York Times notable author in which the gentrification of a Brooklyn neighborhood takes on a sinister new meaning. Cool. It was also on the like Black Voices table. I think I showed in the vlog. So I was like, let me grab this. Then last, and to dip my toe into some fantasy, I got The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I heard a lot about this and I didn't know that it was fantasy. I guess I thought it was more of like, I don't know. I don't even know. But it says, France, 1714, in a moment of desperation, a young woman named Adeline meets a dangerous stranger and makes a terrible mistake. Okay, I'm not gonna keep reading, but I think like she is like cursed or something and it makes her like invisible so nobody can see her. I mean, that's what invisible means. But then I think one day she like meets somebody who like says hello to her or something and she's like, wait, you can see me? I've heard really good things about this and it's also just a beautiful book. So really, really excited about this one. I think I'm most excited about this one. So that's it for the books that I bought yesterday, but I also have this, None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. My sister let me borrow this. And I know that Lisa Jewell is really popular for thrillers and it says #1 New York Times bestselling author. I'm excited. I don't know much about this. I do think it has something to do with like a true crime podcast and maybe the girl, like, I don't know. Somehow it ends up being related to her, like the host of the podcast. So I think this one will be really good. And I'm excited to read Lisa Jewell because I haven't, and obviously she's pretty popular in the thriller genre. So these are all the fall spooky season books that I'll be reading. I think it's a pretty good stack. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm excited to read these. I obviously showed a bunch of books when I was in Barnes, but other things that I was really like almost gonna buy, Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. Disclaimer by, I forget, maybe Renee Knight, I make that up, but I showed that one and it's newish, I think, or maybe it's not new, but it's Barnes Book of the Month or something. Also Yellowface, I forget the author, but I have been wanting to read that for a couple months now, but I really want to read that, but I'm waiting for it to be paperback. And then I saw a bunch of Lisa Jewell. I saw Then She Was Gone, but I think I found that on not Kindle Unlimited, but maybe the library. I don't know. The Only One Left by Riley Sager, I think. That one was on my like maybe list. It seems pretty cool, but I just didn't know if I wanted to like buy it and keep it. And then Listen for the Lie, I've been wanting. I think it's Amy Tintura or something. It's a red cover. It's also about a podcast, which I didn't know this Lisa Jewell, None of This Is True. I didn't know this one was podcast related until like yesterday, but I know that one, Listen for the Lie, is something about a podcast, and I really, really want to read that one, but they didn't have it at Barnes. I asked the lady there, and she said they had 1 copy, and now they're waiting for more. And then some books that I just got on my Kindle, either on Kindle Unlimited, because I have a free, I think, 3-month trial. I hope it's 3 months, because I already have a bunch that I want to read on there. And then others like on the library too. I downloaded The Perfect Marriage. I really want to read that one. Phantom Limb. I think that one's going to be really scary, but that is also on Kindle Unlimited. Local Woman Missing. I keep mixing up that cover with the Lisa Jewell Then She Was Gone because like, I don't know, just like the text and the colors and everything. But all of those are on my list. I have a lot to get to and it's already October. I'm gonna have to be pretty quick because I want to read all of these, and I still want to get to Magnolia Parks, and I have a bunch of other books that aren't like thrillers or spooky season, but they're just kind of giving fall, and I kind of feel like I want to read them. So I have, I guess, 2 months, October, November, because December, I don't think I'm gonna be into spooky vibes in December. It's Christmas. How can it be spooky? Anyway, I am going to finish Never Lie right now because, like I said, I'm at 79%. And also I've noticed on the Kindle, like I read many books on the Kindle. This is literally my second one. When I was reading The Housemaid, I was at like 94%, or it said 94%, and it was the last page of the book. The book was over. So I think they count all the extra acknowledgments and preview of the next book or whatever that is in the like physical book as a percentage of this book that you're reading. So I think I'm further along than I think. So I'm gonna finish this really quick. All right, I just finished Never Lie, and this book was crazy. The whole time I was thinking the twist was gonna be one way. I was like, oh, like I, have a inkling of what's gonna happen. This isn't that crazy. Like I could have written this, but that was not the twist. That's what you were supposed to think, but it was crazy. I was definitely shocked, not expecting the ending. Or I guess it wasn't really the ending, but the last like 25% or whatever. But it was really good. I would say 4.5, 5 stars. I liked it better than The Housemaid, which I thought, like originally when I was looking into Frida McFadden, I heard people saying that The Housemaid was really, really, really good and that Never Lie was maybe even better. But then most recently I heard people say, or I heard somebody read Never Lie and be like, but I agree with the first statement that The Housemaid was really great. I think I said 4 stars, maybe like 3.5, 4 stars, but Never Lie was better. I just feel like The Housemaid is like a story that we've already heard before. And I know that some people do say that Frida McFadden kind of steals her plots a little bit. Allegedly. I don't know. But I definitely feel like The Housemaid is a story that we've kind of already heard. But I still enjoyed it. Like I said, 4 stars. But Never Lie, even better. It's noon now. I need to go get some groceries, and then I'm going to start my next one. I just made some fresh fall vegetarian chili. It's got all the beans, tomatoes, carrots, sweet potatoes, bell peppers, red and green. And then I top it off with some cilantro, avocado, obviously a bunch of cheese, and I made some cornbread. I am indeed in my bed, and I am usually against eating in bed, but there's very loud football out in the living dining area right now, and I'm gonna start my first new thriller. I'm gonna do The Silent Patient because I have to know. I just have to know. So we're gonna start that now. All right, it is the next day. It is Monday morning. I am about to head out into work. Don't worry, I have a sweater and I'm doing my makeup in the car. But I'm just eating my breakfast and getting my coffee made, and I wanted to give a little update on The Silent Patient. I read to, I think like 60 pages, 65 or something like that, and I'm enjoying it. I will say it's definitely slower than the Frida McFadden books, but that was expected. There's, I don't know, I guess a lot more detail that hopefully will matter later on, but I don't know, but I'm enjoying it. And I also found it for free last night on Kindle Unlimited. I guess, I don't know how I didn't know it was on there before, but I still feel like this is one that I'm gonna wanna have for my collection. But I found it for free on Kindle, and so I read last night on my Kindle. A little update on the Kindle, I love the Kindle, okay? Especially reading at night, but honestly, I think I would choose to read on my Kindle over a physical book any time of the day. Also, please ignore, I have a lot. Wait, yeah, I'm gonna get them off. Okay, the Glamnetic nails, they do not come off. That's press-ons. Yes, I love reading on the Kindle, so I found it last night and I was able to read last night on the Kindle. It is easier to read on the Kindle, so that's why I really like it at night. And I feel like I do read faster on the Kindle. It's nice that you can get like definitions if you don't know a word or something like that. Yesterday when I started reading The Silent Patient, the physical book, for the first time, like with my chili and everything that you saw, there was a word I didn't know, and tell me why I went to like go press the word in the physical book. I was so embarrassed. I was sitting by myself, but I was so embarrassed because in 1 week I've gotten used to the Kindle where you can press a word if you don't know what it means and it will tell you, and I tried to do that in my physical book. I said, maybe I need a nap. I also feel like with the Kindle, so this was $99, okay? So this was $100. If I read books for free, because I have not bought any books on the Kindle yet, and I will try to avoid that at all costs. I'm sure I will eventually. But in my brain, this is now the 3rd book I'm reading on Kindle. So to me, in girl math, or in actual math, technically, if I read 3 books on my Kindle for free, that's like $33 a book. If I read 1 more, it'll be $25 a book. And then by the time I get to 5, it's $20 a book. That's a regular book. So the Kindle is so worth it. If I read 5 books for free, and then I'm gonna keep reading, it's like that $99, who cares? Anyway, I would have loved to finish this in this vlog and tell you all about it, but I did read 2 whole books this weekend, The Housemaid and Never Lie. And last night I was falling asleep when I was reading this. Not because it was boring, because I was tired. I have been liking this. I'm excited to keep reading it for spooky season, all of October. I got a good stack of books. And yeah, you'll have to stay tuned in the next few vlogs to see how I like the ending. With that said, I think that is it for this vlog. I had so much fun book shopping. So much fun. This is probably my favorite book shopping vlog that I've done because I was looking into new genres, and I don't usually read thrillers and mysteries and sci-fi and fantasy and all that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. And if you have any thriller, mystery, sci-fi, especially sci-fi and fantasy recommendations, I really don't think I'm gonna get into it, but just let me know. Maybe I'll try, especially if it's on Kindle Unlimited. And yeah, that's it for this vlog. I will see you next week. Bye.